G'day team and welcome back. Today we are installing and configuring Apache Guacamole on Docker using Docker Compose. Apache Guacamole is a clientless remote desktop gateway. It supports standard protocols like VNC, RDP, SSH and HTML. So it'll be utilizing for services such as Linux, Windows, your iDRACs, ILOs. This container runs Guacamole web client and a Guac server, as well as a database using Progress. So join us now for the download, install, and configuration. Enjoy. Alright, so let's crack into installing Guacamole. Let's go to the GitHub repository in the link below. We want to go to Guacamole, Docker Compose, and copy the first command. This will be cloning a Git repository. What we need to do is SSH into our server and have Docker and Docker Compose pre-installed. We're going to specify sudo and paste in the first command and provide our sudo password. Next, what we're going to do is change the directory. Next, we are going to run prepare.sh. And finally, bring the Docker Compose online. This will go through pulling the containers that are not currently installed in our instance. It's going to install them and configure them. This will take quite a while, depending on your hardware and software specifications. So we'll be back as soon as it has pulled, installed, and configured. Alright, so once it's finished installing, in your SSH session, you'll see the following. Let's go and confirm it. What we're going to do is go to our container instance, go to local, go to stacks, and you have a new stack created. Click on the stack and ensure all the containers are running. Next, what we're going to do is go to the user interface of Guacamole and start doing our initial configuration. Let's go back to our GitHub and get the access line. So what we want to do is replace the access with the IP of your server, followed by semicolon 8443. And the username is guacamole admin, guacadmin, and password guacadmin. Copy that. Let's go to a new tab, and this is the web interface. Let's paste guacadmin and paste guacadmin again. We have successfully authenticated, so what we want to do first is change our credentials. Go to guacadmin drop down, click on settings, go to users, and let's create a new user. Let's go admin, give it a strong password. Next, what we want to do is go to the permissions, and we want to make sure it's an administrator account, and click on save. And ensure your password matches. We can see here the user has been created. What we want to do next is log out. And we want to log in with our administrator account we just created. For security purposes, we want to go back to settings and users, guacadmin, and we are going to delete that. And I'll delete the account just created for testing purposes. Let's go through and create some connections to our servers. Let's go to new connection. Let's go edit connections. This is where we're specifying the name of our server that we will be doing a SSH session to. The name can be anything you like. In this instance, I'm calling it monitoring as it is my monitoring server. The location for now we'll leave as root. The protocol being Ubuntu, we'll be using SSH. The next required information is the parameters. It is the host name and the port. The host name, if you've got DNS, you can use your FQDN, alternatively your IP. Default port for SSH is 22, and we need to provide the authentication. Username is administrator for me, and a strong password. Let's scroll down and click on save. Next, what we're going to do is go to administrator, click on home, and we can see the connection we just created here. Let's click on it, and as we can see, it's SSH'd with our authentication into our server. And here we can verify it is the IP that we just added, and the host name being monitoring. From here we can run commands, and we type exit to log out. What else you can do? You can nest your connections, as I have done here. I'm calling this one Proxmox Alpha because this is one of my primary servers, and I've added 4 different servers to it. To do this, you go to Administrator, Settings, and let's create a group. Correction, let's go to Connections, and we're creating a connection group. New group. For this case, I'm going to be calling it Demo 1, and the location will be also root, which means it will be on the highest level of the folder structure. Let's click on save, and we can see we've created Demo 1. There is nothing in it. Underneath here, you can create a new connection. Alternatively, we can move an existing connection. This can be done by going to an existing connection, and we're going to change the location. So we no longer want to have it sitting in the root directory, but we're going to move it to Demo 1. Let's scroll down and click on save. And we've got one here. Next, what I want to do is show a quick way how to clone it. If you've got servers with similar IPs, same username and passwords, which you shouldn't, but this can be done by clicking on the server connection, scrolling down, clicking on clone, scrolling up. We're going to change the name to demo_VM. It's going to clone the setting for the location, for the protocol, and if you had any other ones in this section. We're just going to give a different IP and same credentials in this instance, and click on save. Let's expand Demo 1, and we can see our demo VM has been created successfully. So thank you for joining us. We've installed guacadmin. We've created our new administrator account. We've gone through creating connections and connection groups. Let me know what you're running on your home server. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe.